salary. Ben-Mash will also be eligible for a $3.5 million bonus. The New York Times reports the pay package has received preliminary approval by Kenneth Feinberg, the administration official in charge of overseeing compensation for top executives at 7 large firms bailed out by the federal government. Ben-Mash is the former head of MetLife. He still owns about $17 million in MetLife stock. The Obama administration's acknowledged more than 1 in 10 deaths in immigration detention in the last 6 years have been overlooked and were omitted from an official list of detainee fatalities issued to Congress in March. Earlier this year, Immigrations and Customs Enforcement officials told Congress that 90 immigrant prisoners had died in U.S. custody since October 2003. But yesterday, the government added 10 previously unreported deaths to the official roster. In addition, the government revealed a 24-year-old Ethiopian man had died on Friday after trying to commit suicide in Wakulla County, a correctional facility near Tallahassee, Florida. In another closely watched death penalty case, a judge in Texas is on trial for refusing to allow lawyers for a death row prisoner to lodge a last-minute appeal. The State Judicial Commission in Texas has charged Judge Sharon Keller with failing to follow the court's execution day procedures in the case of death row prisoner Michael Wayne Richard and denying Richard access to open courts and the right to be heard. On the day of Richard's scheduled execution in 2007, Judge Keller refused to allow the court clerk's office to stay open a few minutes past 5 p.m. to allow Richard's attorneys to file emergency paperwork in light of a Supreme Court decision that had come down that afternoon. Richard was executed that night. The FBI has agreed to investigate the beating of an African-American man by Minneapolis police officers earlier this year. Darrell Jenkins was arrested in February after he was pulled over for speeding. Video of the arrest show a group of officers kicking and punching Jenkins while he was being held face down in the snow. A taser is used at one point during the arrest. Charges have since been dropped against Jenkins, but no disciplinary action has been taken against the officers involved. And in California, 4 anti-torture activists were arrested at the University of California, Berkeley during a protest calling for the school to fire former Justice Department Attorney John Yoo. Shouting "war criminal," protesters confronted Yoo as he entered a classroom Monday at UC-Berkeley's Bolt Hall School of Law. He was teaching a course this semester on civil law. And former South Korean President Kim Dae-jung has died at the age of 85. He won the 2000 Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to forge a reconciliation with North Korea. And those are some of the headlines. This is Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman with Sharif Abdel.